Hi, I'm Daniel, and I've been a full-time user of DaVinci Resolve for over 4 years. In this video, I would like to share with you my simplest tricks of how to effectively cut video inside of DaVinci Resolve. So back in 2018, when I switched to DaVinci Resolve, I used Final Cut Pro before. So that was a big switch for me. There's pretty much 3-4 things that I use a whole lot inside of here, which I think that you should really pay attention to and maybe make them part of your arsenal. So the first function I use a whole lot, start to playhead. This function, I put my playhead here and I can just drag it over, press Q, continue to drag it over, and I also have the same function on the other end. So let's say I would like it to finish here. I can just press E and then I'll just cut it out from here. So I've slimmed down the clip very easily. To do that, I think we should head up to keyboard customization. So we go up to DaVinci Resolve and we press up here and then we go to keyboard customization. Okay. So those two functions is called playhead. You have the end to playhead, which is the one that you shorten out this part, and start to playhead, which will cut out the part which is before the playhead. Those are two commands that are really helpful. Another function that I use a lot is the cut function, which is regularly at Control B, which is not a super clumsy way of doing it, but I do have a Corsair mouse with I think it's 12 buttons on it. So I have put it into the second button there. So this is very handy. I can really recommend you buying a mouse with all these buttons on it so you can assign all these things to these buttons. It's a big time saver. A Control B is the way to regularly cut it. And the other function that you should be aware of is the ripple delete function. A regular way to delete it is just to mark this clip and press delete. It will leave a gap here, but you can also ripple delete it and it will automatically cut the corners between these two clips. It automatically pulls it like that. So you go up to DaVinci Resolve and you press keyboard customization. It's ripple delete. Shift plus backspace and delete button. I would recommend you to put that in a more convenient button. Another thing that's important with the DaVinci Resolve when you're cutting around and managing your clips is the thing they call linked selection. When it's on, you will automatically select both the video and the audio of the clip. Let's say if you would like to jump cut to this clip, you can cut it here, let's say, and then you pull. With this still selected, it will select both of them, the audio and the video. You can pull it and it will be over the other clip here. So you can pull it like that and it will end sooner. And let's say that you would like to just cut the video so the audio starts a little bit sooner than the video. I unpress that one and then I press outside of the clip so I have nothing marked, okay? Then you can cut and draw this like this. So you can draw it from here and you can simply draw it like that. So you don't have the audio selected. Elsewise, it will be you have both selected, and if you pull it, the audio will come as well down there. And that's not necessarily something that you would like every time. So this is a thing that's big. Also, this snapping function can really be out of the way. As you can see, the snapping is automatically attached to N. So N is a thing I use a lot. So if I want the snapping, and if I want that to be assigned, that is Shift P. I also have that selected to one of my mouse buttons, but feel free to link that to something because you will use that quite a lot when you edit your clips. So N for the magnet thing, and that is the thing that makes this attached to each other. And N to be free on where to put it. Also another thing that I use a lot is the thing over here. The trim edit mode, and usually I use this function if I would like to have something more here in this clip and I would like to make the timeline follow me making this clip longer. So let's say if I would like to have B-roll in between my clips over there, and I do not want to overwrite this because it will overwrite the clip over here. You can see it overwrites the clip. Then I press T. You can hold your mouse over there and see what type of button it has over there. You can see it says T. Then I can pull this and it will follow the whole timeline, so the clip will follow. That's an important thing. Another thing that's very important is the paste insert function, and the regular command for that is Ctrl-Shift-V. So that is the thing if I would like to add a clip in between these clips without it overwriting any of the other clips, I can simply press Ctrl-Shift-V and it will insert itself in between the clips. It's a very handy function that took me a while to understand. End to playhead, start to playhead, ripple delete, paste insert, snapping tool, and linked selection. That is my cutting tips for this time. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did like this video, I think you will like this one.